rooster is the menace to our neighborhood. Yeah, you crow, you free bird. Yeah, you crow. Yes, you crow. Someday, bird. Someday. So it's Sunday, and I'm just working on Peter's Christmas present. And this little bugger is saying, play with me, or let me sit on you. But this little bugger is saying, leave me alone. But I gotta jump on a Zoom call. I'm late. So, see you on the flip side. Good afternoon. It is Monday, November 23rd. And it's my first day of vacation. So this is me actually making what is my first meal of the day. Yes, yes. Look at that sexy beast. So, starting off my break to a good start. I'm gonna be having some chicken patty and stuffing for breakfast or lunch. And I'm gonna be making my coffee in this mug. Cause it's Christmas soon. Woohoo! We decided to get a fake tree this time around. We usually get a real tree, but we're not comfortable getting a real tree right now. So we got a fake tree and we'll be using that for most of the time. And then next year we'll get a real tree for our outside. So, because we like real trees, but yeah. But today is going to be slow. Look at that Ollie. I gotta unload that dishwasher over there. And other than that, I'm gonna be slow and do nothing and enjoy my time. Yeah. All right, see you on the flip side. What you doing? What you doing? You silly goose? Huh? Is that your basket? Is that your basket? Yeah. You are so silly. You are so silly. Yes. Huh, Georgie? Isn't he so silly? Yeah. Where you going? Georgie! Hi, baby goose. Hi. I love you. You're like, whatever. And the kitty in the basket. Now, he's right at my side. He came meowing up to me and said, Mama, I want to cuddle. Of course, I have to eat breakfast. What? Eat breakfast. I know. I don't know what to eat. Now I have a kitty snuggled up to me. Hello. So, it is Wednesday, November 25th, and it's already nighttime. I know. I've been just really lazy the past few days, and I'm enjoying it. I'm not going to feel guilty because I needed it. I need it. So, it's past 5 o'clock right now, and I'm just relaxing. But here, let me show you what I have. I have this little sucker on my lap. He has been extra needy. So if you'll notice throughout this episode, he is the star of this episode. He has been constantly in my lap. I've been massively binge watching The Big Bang Theory, and I like to watch Big Bang Theory in the living room, and it's been getting colder, so I've been putting a blanket on, and he goes right up onto my lap. But you know, I don't have a blankie and he's still on my lap. I'm in my office. I'm watching some podcasts. Oh, and you'll see some books there that I gotta read. But this little sucker, I was doing some color street work today. Finally got my tukush together and got some prizes out and, not orders. I always put my orders out at least the next day. I'm not like that, but with prizes and stuff, it takes me a while. I try to do a good turnaround, but lately it's been bad. But anyway, I was packaging some Color Street gifts, and I just sat down for a minute to drink my coffee and knit, and this sucker, yep, look at that. Peter's playing with his Christmas gift, which is the PS5. I know. I wanted to work on Peter's other Christmas gift, but if you want to see, I'm doing you want to know the pattern. This is actually the right side. Let me put it on the right side. So this is called the Cerus scarf by Yarniad, which is Hilary Smith Callis. It's a linen stitch, and it's a scarf, Cerus scarf, and it's in Yoda green. It is in Yoda green. I didn't realize it was Yoda green when I bought it at Stitches West this year, but I'm sorry. Did you decide that it's over? I stopped paying attention to you and it's done? Oh, okay, I see. So I'm pausing my mosaic cardigan, which also is like 3/4 done, because I wanted to get this out the door and be finished early. I know he already has his Christmas gift, which he is playing out over there, but I like to give him little small gifts, which technically that is not a small gift. Knitting is not a small gift, but I like to spoil him a little. I also got him, I got him a t-shirt too, but he doesn't know it. Anyway, oh, you want to see my nails? It's called Top Turkey, and I mixed it with a solid, this is Munich Mulberry. I was looking for my more red, like classic 50s red, but I couldn't find it. Oh, there's a little chip, but it's okay. I've had it for a while. But look at that turkey face. Look at that turkey face. I got a more turkey spread right here. And then I do love their designs. I'm excited to start wearing the holiday sets next week, so. But anyway, that's what I've been working for the past few days. I've been binge watching The Big Bang Theory or catching up on my podcast and knitting. It's been lovely. I do need to. Tomorrow we're going to my dad's place to cook Thanksgiving dinner and do that and hang out. We're kind of nervous Nellies a little bit, and we're kind of worried because you know how there's been so much talk of don't get together with your family. But I think that's for like 15 and up, even 10 people and up. It's just the 4 of us. And, oh geez, my hair's getting all kinds of crazy. But it's just the 4 of us. Peter stays home, like, most of the time. He's the only, but he does go grocery shopping, but he's always wearing a mask. He's very safe. Yes, I work. I do go outside sometimes for work, but I'm always safe. I wear my mask, social distancing, and I've been tested recently, so that's good. My dad doesn't see anyone other than contractors, and he doesn't go near them
because that's my father. So, and my his lady friend, stepmom, she works with the public, but they're also very safe, works for the government. So I don't think so. I don't know. So we've been following very safe caution. We've been very cautious. So, and again, it's the 4 of us. We'll be wearing masks. So Peter's kind of worried. I'm not as much. We'll be fine. So that's Thursday. My whole point is, what was my point? Friday, I'm doing Black Friday sales for my on-hand and all that stuff. I'm doing for my group and all that stuff. So if you want to join my VIP group, have some fun. But during that, I'll be catching up on my work reading. So actually, let me show you what I have to read for work. All right, I had to grab it from my desk. So we're meeting for work. So one of the things, we're in partnership with the San Francisco Public Library. We've always had some sort of partnership to kind of give us some sort of morality, morale boost. Some of us are participating in a inter SFUSD SFPL book club, and one of the ones is Punching the Air by Zoboi and Yusef Salaam, which Yusef is one of the exonerated 5. It is a young adult, so high school or late middle grade, and it's about hold on. It's really good. It's done in verse. That means, you know, it's done in verse. So it's a quick read. I just need to sit down and read it. It's about a person named Amal Shahid, who is an artist and a poet. And he's in this art school that says diverse, but no, they're not. It's not very diverse. And he gets framed for a thing he didn't do, and he goes to jail. And it kind of shows how he handles it, and I'm right now where he's in prison, and it is a little hard to read, but it's necessary to read. So, and it's really well written. Hi, Bubba. Really well read. Really well written. So I want to, on Friday, while I'm doing the deals, sit down and read on that. And then I actually wanted to show you. So another thing we're doing for our book club is reading this book, Caste, The Origins of Our Discontents by Isabel Wilkerson. It's kind of this book has been going around as one of the books to start reading, along with many other fabulous books. So that will be my next work read. They're definitely not middle grade children's books, but it's okay. It's all right. I've been stalling on my yearly middle grade books. I don't know why. It's just, this year is so different. It's so different, and it's a little hard on me, to be perfectly honest, because it's not usual. So it's not usual for me. Usually I'm reading middle grade books. I'm, you know, at least reading way more and having more opportunity to read, but oh well. 'Tis life. 'Tis life. So, oh, and then I got some new books today. All right, so I'll show you. So I got this one. This is another one that's been, it's called Stamped Racism, Anti-Racism, and You by Ibram X. Kendi and Jason Reynolds. This is the young adult version. So this is more of a in the lens for younger people rather than older people. And I plan, once I finish reading it, putting it in my library. So it will be the donation of the O'Sullivan Foundation. I joke around. Kids never catch it. Teachers actually don't catch it either whenever I say, oh yeah, it was a donation of the O'Sullivan. It was a donation from the O'Sullivan Foundation. And they never get it. They're like, huh? I bought it for us, okay? No one gets my jokes. I also got this because I saw this on Instagram. I'm like, yes! There's been a huge conversation, which is a great thing. It's a great conversation about cultural appropriation and yoga. It's been going on for years, but it's finally being talked about. Thank God. So this book came out recently. Embrace Yoga's Roots. Courageous Ways to Deepen Your Yoga Practice. So this will be fun to read. It is a touchy subject because I know a lot of people are like, oh, I love yoga. It helps me calm down and it's great exercise. And it's like, it's not what it's meant for. It is what you... anyway, I am not the person to scold you on. I feel like there are way better people to talk about this, and I will actually put down below, if I remember, which hopefully I will, a podcast that talks about it much better than I do. It's called Yoga is Dead. And it does lay out great ways to show the difference between cultural appropriation and cultural appreciation. I would like to think I'm culturally appreciating, but I know I'm not perfect, and I probably am, you know, I'm learning, and that's fine. But definitely, I'm glad to get this book because that way I can be a much better practitioner and much more attuned. But I do have to say, if you come up to me and do say, oh, yoga's a great exercise, I'm going to school you, and you may not like me, and that's fine. Although I do get sad. Because it's not meant to be an exercise. There is a good part of it that will help with your body, but there's way more to yoga than just the asana part, the movement. There's way more, and I'm learning about it, and I'm trying really hard to not think of it as exercise. It is a part of my spiritual well-being. So for those who just practice asana and say, oh, I'm practicing yoga, you're not. Sorry, babes, you're not. You're not. There's way more to yoga than just the movement. There's way more. So anyway, I went on a tangent. Read that book and you'll find out more. But definitely, I'm going to put down the link for Yoga is Dead podcast, because the episode, at least, because it really helped me understand what is the difference between cultural appropriation and cultural appreciation. And follow them on Instagram, Yoga is Dead, because they're fabulous. Speaking of exercise, I try to work out around this time. So since we can't really go to gyms, I mean, the gyms were open, maybe for like for a month, but now they're closed again because we're in purple, because our case is spiked, which is not, I mean, I think it's spiked everywhere. So we weren't going to the gym anyway, but we have a recumbent bike. It's in Peter's office. So I've been trying to work out around, actually, usually around 5. But I'm lazy today, and I don't want to. I really should, though. I have my exercise clothes on. I know, look at this kitty. Seriously, he's the star of this show, not me. But then I sat down after getting some of that shipping done. I'm like, I don't want to get up. But I should. I will exercise because I know I will feel better. I will do a session of yoga. And then we will eat dinner. I think Peter's supposed to make, so it's a HelloFresh meal today. Although I have a feeling he's going to be like, oh, I don't want to eat. And then we're going to probably give in and order takeout. That's our vice. Takeout is such our vice. But the HelloFresh meal that we're supposed to make is chicken and biscuits pot pie, which I know, chicken, meat. But I do eat meat now and then. I don't, again, I try, and it's not me falling down. It is, I eat mostly vegetarian, but there are times now and then that I will eat meat, and I'm not going to feel guilty. I'm not going to feel like, oh, I have to do penance. No. I am going to be okay with it. All right, I've rambled on for at least 20 minutes. I know that for sure. So I will see you on the flip side. Hello, it is Thursday, December 3rd, 2020, and I did not do any more videos since Thanksgiving when I showed you my turkey. So I figure I should wrap it up just to kind of let you know I didn't do much. I kind of sat and watched some, oh sorry, kind of sat around and watched a lot of Big Bang Theory, and so nothing really important to write home about. So I didn't really video it because what are you gonna see? Me watching a ton of Big Bang Theory? So I had a good Thanksgiving break, but now I'm back in the trenches and getting caught up on some work that came in during the break. Not a lot. But finally taking a break today and sitting down and watching Vlogmas. Vlogmas has started. I'm not doing it this year, obviously. I didn't get much response, and it wasn't as fun at the very end because, again, I was hoping for more responses and interaction, and I didn't get it. And so that's not, it just wasn't what it was. And also, we're not doing much. Like, I didn't get to go to Dickens Fair this year. Not doing any holiday stuff for school. So it's not really something that I want to record. So maybe next year I'll do it. But this year, I'm just going to do my regular episodes and whatnot. You know what? Let me show you. Let me quickly, before I close this podcast, let me show you what I've been reading. All right. Let's talk about books. So the last time I talked about books, I believe I told you all that I was reading this book, Therese and Fowler, A Good Neighborhood, and I finished it, and I have to do a big thumbs down. It really, oh my cat. It really, the story wasn't necessary to be written, especially written by a white woman. It's, to be very extreme, it definitely is trauma porn. And I just didn't feel it was, again, I really didn't feel like it was necessary to write from a white woman. She was the one that wrote Z, the story about Zilda Fitzgerald. And I haven't read that one. But yeah, it's about two families who share a line in the neighborhood in South Carolina, and one is a single mother black woman who has a teenage son, worked really hard. Ooh, something for me. And the other is a white family, and first it's a fight over the oak tree, and then the family, the white family, has a teenage daughter, and the teenage daughter gets involved with the biracial son. And again, it was a story that didn't need to be written, especially from a white woman. So it's definitely trauma porn. So I would, thumbs down, would not read it. I would not recommend it to people. If you decide to read it, go for it, but I wouldn't. No. Next book, because I had to get the taste of that book out of my mouth, I read, so I'm going through all my books of the month. TBR, to be read pile. Although I'm getting another one. I'm getting another shipment for December coming soon. So anyway, so this book is called Ties That Tether by Jane Igharo. And this is a romance, but it's also a romance drama. It's not a rom-com. Excuse me. It's about a woman named Azir, who she was born in Nigeria, and they emigrated when she was 12. Her family immigrated. Her dad, before he passed away in Nigeria, made her promise to marry a Nigerian man to keep the culture. Well, she's now in Canada. She's also a Canadian citizen, and she's been trying to keep the promise. Her mom has been setting her up on dates, and they've been disasters. And one disastrous date after a disastrous date, she goes to the hotel bar and she meets a sexy white man named Raphael, and you get to see the drama that happens from there. So it's really good. It's well written. The issues that are discussed are well put, and has a good ending. So that was delicious. Now I am reading. I've been slow in my reading. I'm still trying to get through the book club. I was supposed to finish my book club book. I wanted to finish it during Thanksgiving break, but I haven't. I need to speed through it. It's supposed to be really easy to read, but whatever. I don't know. The one that I'm reading now, I haven't been able to read because I've been having issues right now with my health. So, but it's good so far. It's not because I haven't liked reading it. It's called The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. It's about a woman who makes a deal with a dark god where she can live, she lives an immortal life, but the issue is that the minute a person turns around, they forget who she is. And it's good. I'm liking it so far. I'm only 60 pages in, but usually I can gauge if I like a book around 50 pages. I always give a book 50 pages, and if I'm still curious and I'm still interested, I'll keep going. This is over 400 pages, so, you know, give or take, but I like it a lot. The character is interesting. The writing is interesting. So I will let you know what I feel about this at the end when I finish it. And yeah, that's my books for this week. I'm going to end the podcast here. Because I already see students coming into my into my Zoom meeting because I have a reading group at 11:30. So the rest that I wanted wasn't happening, but it's okay. But I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I hope you are ready for the holiday season. See, if you look, I already have some holiday nails, Color Street. This is called Wrap It Up. And again, I'll put all my store information down there if you want. I'm here for your holiday needs. If you love Color Street and you feel like you want to give it as stocking stuffers, holiday cards, that sort of thing. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Hopefully I will upload this either today or tomorrow, Friday. And I hope to see you soon. Bye.